We all set.
Yes, you are live now.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Everybody out there. We have live here. Richard and Lucky Monye Ehiwuogwu is our guest this evening. Richard Monye Ehiwuogwu is from Aliagwa community in Agbo Delta State. He did his secondary education at the Kagrama School, Agbo, studied banking and finance at the International Management Institute of Management and Technology, Enugu State. Veteran Monye Ehiwuogwu has a postgraduate diploma, an MBA in management, both in Imo State University, Owerri. He's an MSc holder in cyber security from Nasarawa State University, Kefi, Nasarawa State. Veteran Monye Ehiwuogwu is also a member of the prestigious Nigeria Institute of Management. He is a Rotarian par excellence and a past Rotary president, also past assistant governor, district 9125. He's a security expert and a consultant, and currently the managing director, Monaco Ventures Nigeria Limited. Monye Ehiwuogwu is a member of the Association of Licensed Private Security Practitioners of Nigeria, ALPS-PN, also a member Institute of Professional Security, IIPS. He's a grassroots politician. 2019 ran for the South local government area of the state with the desire to serve selflessly and to impart more on the development of his people of the South. Though the result did not go in his favor, but he also went ahead to run for the state House of Representative seat in the Federal Constituency in 2023 under the umbrella of ruling party at the central level, All Progressive Congress. Again, he is a grassroots politician, but he still aspires. Monye Ehiwuogwu is first ambassador, Nigeria Super Eagles Supporters Club in Delta State. He has earned so many awards to his credit. He's a jolly fellow, a social crusader, human welfare and environmental activist. He is the president and founder Monye Ehiwuogwu Lucky Foundation. He's a philanthropist and a lover of golf, Scrabble, table tennis, badminton, reading, traveling, adventure, mentoring, and imparting knowledge on young professionals. Where we have before us, I just read his profile, Rotarian Monye Ehiwuogwu Lucky. Please, can you introduce yourself? Can you tell us more to what I just said?
Well, I'll give a synopsis. First of all, I want to say good evening to esteemed and distinguished viewers. My name is Monye Ehiwuogwu. I was born on June 15th, 1973. And to the glory of God, I'm 50 years plus. I turned 50 this year. Like the presenter said, I'm the managing director of Monaco Ventures Nigeria Limited. And I'm also a politician. I'm a welfarist, like he said. I'm a philanthropist to the glory of God. My aim in life, my philosophy of our life is that we need to help ourselves. We need to help humanity. Each one needs to reach one, and each one will raise one. That is, my ideals, of life. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. We're lucky to have you this evening. Monye Ehiwuogwu, We could remember that you part of the effort to change the narrative out in 2019 by indicating interest to run for the state assembly seat under the umbrella of All Progressive Congress. Can you tell us what exactly played out? Because you were everywhere in that contest, but you were not in Asaba. What really played out in 2019?
Okay, before I give a history of what actually played out in 2018, I want to give a little background about what actually drove me into politics. I believe strongly that politics is, a selfless service. It's a clarion call, and it's a service to serve humanity and not oneself. At some point, I got very angry and dissatisfied and displeased, with the way politics was being run, to the extent that if once somebody becomes, a House of Assembly member, a House of Rep member, a senator, a governor, they will only be self-serving. Just the position is meant for themselves and for their families. And I said, this is not what it should be. And I decided at that time that I needed to throw my hat to the ring, to contest for House of Assembly, so that I'll be one of the shining lights and also one of the ambassadors to send, a very strong signal to our politicians that see, politics is not rice and stew very plenty for me and my family. It's supposed to be to serve your people. And that drove me, into politics. Having said that, at the point when we were contesting in 2018, were about 8 of us contesting. But I was a neophyte. I was a greenhorn in politics, so to speak. And the powers that be at that time felt, oh, I'm new in politics, and you know how politics is run. People have the structure. So the people who have the structure at that time said, no, you cannot just come and mesmerize everybody and become a candidate, as it were. So, well, there was a gang up, so to speak, and an instruction was handed down that I shouldn't be voted for in the primaries, and that was what actually happened. As a matter of fact, I was the best candidate at that time. Everybody could bear me witness. I was the best candidate, but as new as I was you know very naive in a lot of respects. So we allowed it be. Uh, Abopu say wagi obekoni ohumani sofe. So I felt, yes, this one is gone. There's always the future, So that is what it is. And to the glory of God, we are still here. We are still in politics because it's not. We are not. We didn't go into politics because of rice and sugar plenty. I said this, humbly. I went into politics because I needed to serve, our good people. Thank you.
Sir, the challenge of going into politics is a very difficult one as far as Nigerian politics or political system is concerned. The experience in 2019 general elections, though the primary was held in 2018, when this, you still appeared and aspired for a higher level. What gave you that push? Was it all about the interest of the people, or you have a hidden agenda to promote your business?
Well, by God's grace, and we are who we are. God has blessed us that is neither fame nor name that we are looking for. The driving force has been to serve our people. And that is why in 2022, I still threw my heart into the ring. Even before 2022, a lot of persons whom, of course, we had that engagement with in 2018, most of them went, to the coolers. Some of them went to their homes. But we came out, we're still doing what we're doing, supporting the party, supporting the people, interacting with the people. And at some point, people said, no, you are better placed when you go for, a higher position. You better serve our people when you go for a higher position. And that necessitated the decision, informed that decision to actually, run for House of Representatives. The intention was to represent the good people of a federal constituency. And, politics is what it is. We tried our best, but God knows the rest. Politics is you try today, it fails, you try tomorrow, you try next tomorrow. We've had a lot of people in the past who tried 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and the fifth time they got it. Abraham Lincoln, how many times did he try before he became American president? He tried severally, tried various positions before eventually, he became the president of America. So that is what life is. So we'll continue to push. We are still here by God's grace. We are still doing what we have to do to support our people, believing that the future will be brighter. So we don't have any hidden agenda. The essence of what I am doing is to help our people, to emancipate our people from this political doldrum that they have found themselves. And by God's grace, in the future, if it happens, then we'll rewrite history. We'll change the narratives. We'll tell them that, see, power belongs to the people. It's not for me. It's not for my family. It belongs to the people. We use the instrumentality of government to affect positively the life of our people.
Okay, sir. You're talking about yeah, I said that Ika federal constituency is not well represented in this time.
Well,
Oh yeah,
your guess is as good as mine. We are all from a federal constituency, and we know that in the past, 12 years, the bite that we expect, from the green chambers, we are not really getting. The deliverables of democracy, our people are not getting. And it's quite painful and highly regrettable that a constituency as potent, as virile, as very politically savvy as a federal constituency, we are not getting good quality representation. It's quite unfortunate. It's very uncouable, and that is politics for you. So by my estimation, I think that the people of the federal constituency are not sufficiently, adequately, represented. You need to take stock. Ask yourself, what are those dividends of democracy that we're supposed to curry that we have? Look at the length and breadth of the federal constituency. What is it? Constituency project? Is it getting job openings for our people? There are a lot of things that one can do as a representative of the people in the green chambers. You can open up a spectrum of opportunities for your people, but that is not what we get. Every 4 years, politicians will come, share bags of rice, share motorbikes, the one they call Okada, and at the end of the day, the people still go back to square one with nothing to show for it. When you give rice today, people, of course, will take in the rice, eat it. The next day, they must visit the loo, and it goes out. But if you empower people, it becomes entrenched, and you engender success and development in your federal constituency. So, like I said, the summary is that we have not seen anything fantastic from, federal constituency. I have friends who are also in House of Reps. I know what they are doing for their people, but that's not what we are getting in our federal constituency.
That's why I say it's uncouable. What's uncouable?
It's really, yes, it's really uncouable.
Okay, okay, okay. All right, Mr. Tony. Sorry, Mr. Monye Ehiwuogwu. Your party is who is actually the problem of not having an APC candidate winning election in CAF process? Is it your party or the other system, the other or the PDP? What actually is the problem that since 1999, sorry, since the formation of APC, they've not been able to produce they produced the council at the time, but they've not been able to produce state assembly as well. Is your party really prepared for this challenge?
Okay,
As far as
you
the
will
capital
agree
government is
with me.
concerned. Yeah.
Yes, you will agree with me that since 1999, when we had, democracy, um, PDP has been the ruling party in the states for over, 20 years now. They've been there. And, it's not easy to create a new order politically. It's not easy. So these things come with time. Things evolve, politics evolve. And with time, you will discover that, with our push and engendering what we have for the people, with time we'll make an inroad. It's not easy to unseat the ruling party because they have all the instrumentality of government, to fight the fight. Unfortunately, too, our people are very complacent. Our people, rise and little money. People will begin to, play to the gallery when they should be looking at the substance. So with time and with very good people, quality individuals, people with very high cerebral quality coming into the fray, I'm sure that things will change. Certainly, it's only a matter of time. Black and white, you should know the difference. So what we need, particularly in our party, are quality individuals who wants to run for elective positions, not just anybody. you know
Okay. Your property is prepared for that. How are they preparing for that? We could also know, or let me tell you that, 2027, it casts out people agitating that is their turn, agitating it's turn of ICAS out to produce the next House of Reps member from ICA federal constituency. How are you preparing towards that? And is your party also preparing for that tax ahead?
Okay. 2027 ordinarily is a very long time, but for us who are politicians, is a very short time. Really short. But I can assure you that we are preparing indeed, because we want to, do our best to ensure that, we not just carry the day, we also, represent our people qualitatively. Um, we are tying, all ends. We are dotting all our I's and crossing all our T's. We are putting everything in place to ensure that people believe in what we have capacity to do. And with that, we are sure that by 2027, God willing, if God tarries, that we will come out victorious. No doubt about it. However, it is the turn of a cast out. Um, my very big leader, in the person of His Excellency Nyesom Wike, will always say, "Enye ndị ebe a, enye ndị ebe a." And what do I mean? From the inception of politics in the federal constituency, particularly democracy, we have seen situations where if a car notice goes, it comes to the turn of a car south, and vice versa. And that is how it has been until this new, order that we are seeing now. That one person is going now for 16 good years, and come to think of it, it shouldn't be so. Democracy should be fair. we should be fair to everybody. We should be fair to all sides. Um, the car people will say, no, no, so I shouldn't, no, no, so I just one particular, local government to continue to enjoy this thing. It's not good because you don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. When it comes to a cast out and we say, okay, we're going to do 20 years, it will be justified. So let us not set a bad precedent, which has already been set. It's a bad precedent that an individual will continue to, hold tight, to power. It's not a good one. So we are hoping that come 2027, even those in PDP will have a rethink that however it is important that it goes back to the other local government, which is a cast out, where I'm privileged to be from, so that it could be fair to all concerned, really.
Okay, so according to your statement, your party is prepared, you are prepared to. Okay, sir, we want to ask who were thinking when you join politics, as usual, that you're going to back out after your first election? First election, you didn't back out. Second election, you went further for a higher office. Now, 2027, the way you talk it, you still in, or you still committed to your party. So uh, why are you not deterred? Why are you not discouraged? Why are you keeping on?
Okay. The truth of the matter is that
Because
uh,
the experiences are bushload experiences that maybe before now you've not passed such experiences. Is it that the experiences have made you a better person, or why have you not got? Why are you not discouraged? Why are you still on?
okay, a musician will say MC Light. Yeah, that's the name of that American musician that will say, only the strong survive, only the wise excel, only the lonely dies slowly. I once read a book, Tough Time Never Lasts, but Tough People Do. I strongly believe I've come of age, I've had life experiences. Like I said, I'm over 50 years now. I've had experiences. And my experiences in life has taught me that you don't just get success by a stroke. If you try, you fail, you try again. If you fail, you try again. It makes you a better person. And as a matter of fact, my sojourn into politics and my trials and my travels has made me a better person. That today I know better. I know, that politics is not for all comers. It's not rice and still very plenty. There are a lot of intrigues that goes into it. A lot of hard work that goes into it. A lot of horse trade that go into it. So I can never be discouraged. I've never been discouraged in life. I've been a struggling person all my life. Nothing discourages me. In fact, as if I have, it's what I call temporary setback in anything I do. I call it temporary setback. If I have any temporary setback, I'll look at what has happened. Is a learning curve for me. I'll readjust. I'll recalibrate myself. I'll reinvent myself. I'll move on, and that is what has helped me in politics. Ordinarily, for my two experiences in House of Assembly and House of Reps, some other persons would have backed down, but I said no. This is the time to get, tougher. This is the time to get harder. This is the time to, reinvent myself, move on, and run with it. And we are believing God that with the efforts we are making and God crowning the efforts, that will come out better, and also the victory will be to God and to the Ika federal constituency.
Okay, sir, you have this slogan Ukbe. Can you tell us about your Ukbe? What was Ukbe for? Is it to lighten up Ika Federal Constituency, or a vision that you act on by the time you get into government? Tell us more about your Ukbe slogan.
Okay. Ukbe is both philosophical and spiritual. spiritual to the earth. We all know what Ukpe is. Ukpe is light. And you know, wherever light comes, darkness disappears. You know, sometime in 2017, I joined politics in August. Later part of that, month of August in 2017, I was in a dream and, I was privileged to see our area, our environment, I mean, the Kafra constituency. And somehow in that dream, he said, look at your place, very, very dark, but Bible will call utter darkness. And at the tail end of that dream, light came. And when I woke up, I said, wow, this is I was in a dream. Okay. That if there was darkness and now in that dream I could see light, that means there will be light at the end of the tunnel. So I said, from today on, my name is Light, and light is synonymous with good things, So, and I came home, I told everybody that my name is Light, and the name stuck. Today, there is nowhere you mentioned Ukpe and people say we don't know him. It's palpable, it's everywhere. You can even feel it in the street. Because light is good. Everybody likes light. Even the people who principalities and powers that dwell in the dark, they also love light. So who would love light? Who would love Ukpe? So that is what it is. So light will shine by God's grace in the future.
Okay, all right, sir. How connected are you with the people at home, the grassroots? I know you are a grassroots politician. You're based at Aliagua, you're known. Among your people, Agbo community, you're known. But how are you connecting other communities, clans in a Ika federal constituency, or the need for them to get prepared for a better Ika federal constituency?
Okay, the truth of the matter is that I've been a grassroots man, not even long before politics. You could attest to the fact that I grew up in Abo. My primary school was Igumbotiku Primary School. My secondary school was Ika Grammar School before I left home in 1993. So I've been a grassroots person. And that also helped me, in navigating, the place politically when I sojourned into politics. However, because of my, my kind of person, I like to keep in touch with him. All the while I was away, I was also keeping in touch with him. So that made it easy for me to, um, you know, get connected with the people easily. Until now, we're still connecting with the people. And not just my community, Aliagua, where I'm from, the whole of Ihuya said, the whole of Abo Kingdom, the whole of, Ika Northeast, we're everywhere. I'm a jolly good fellow, and I've been able to, have a lot of followers over the years. There are people who, call people who don't even know me one-on-one. They call me, oh, we see what you're doing, we like you, keep up the good work, and God will crown your effort. They keep praying for me. Even to yesterday, somebody I don't know called me. I want to key into what you are doing. I said, well, that is what it is. So we are open-minded. We have an open door, and that's the same character we are going to take into, position of authority in the future, God willing. Have an open door. Let people come, relate with your people. It's very, very important. What are we living for if you cannot help your people? There's a reason why God brought me and you from the place where we are from. There's a reason why he did so. And if that is the case, everybody cannot have the same privilege. So if you are privileged, help your people. Fraternize with your people. Bring your people on board. Let people feel your impact. Well, see, you can't make is what you do, that's your legacy that you leave behind. All the houses will go, money will go, but it's the legacy that you leave behind that will continue to speak for you. So we are still the people of the grassroots. We are a grassroots person, and we are doing well. I'm happy with what I'm doing.
I think you are a practical grassroots person because sometimes you do more of a culture, more of a car culture. When you talk, it's as if an old man is talking. You dance, you display it. Are you sure you are not older than your age? Why are you so much in love with the car culture? Why are you so much in love with the car culture and traditions?
Okay, incidentally, Last week I was the Car Progressive Union Abuja branch had her end of year, party. I was the MC. And today, Abonigidi is having her end of year party. I just came in from there. I was also the MC. And like I told them last week and even today, I said, if there's anything like reincarnation, I want to come back and a man. And the reason is not far-fetched. Our people are very unique. Our people are very, enterprising. Our people are created differently. Even look at our food, the kind of food we have. It's only in our place you see ofe gbogun, ofe rurushi, ofe, ofu juju, ofe ononoabo, and what have you. So God has so blessed us with a lot of things. It's only in a car land that you see a cuisine that has a botanical name. That is ujuju soup, also known as botanically known as Veronica Comforter. Our people are very hospitable, we're very welcoming people. We don't keep malice, we don't have a bitter heart. And over the years, coming to love where I'm from, I decided to be one of those who will continue to engender, to propagate, to disseminate our language, culture, and tradition. And that is what I'm doing till date. And I'm so happy to do that. I do that effortlessly. I do that seamlessly. I do that naturally because this is what I love, doing. And as we make progress by God's grace, we'll continue to, to push. One of my, discomfort and displeasure is that a lot of our people are not taking advantage of where we are from. God has so blessed us. Look around. You see women and men of substance from our place. We're very blessed. And you are not too large a people, So why not? I love my people. I love where I'm from. And my local name, Ehiwuogwu. There's no where you can get that kind of name. Hmm? Our names are very unique, are very spiritual, and very philosophical. So um, I love what I'm doing. I love where I'm from, really.
Okay, thank you, sir. Staying in Abuja, you have your base here, though you're always home. Or I thought that you got carried away by Western civilization. Your online messages to young persons from here, from Ika Nation, and everything you've been doing to support or to grow the customs and traditions here. As by the time you get deep into politics, I should be able to sustain the effort of growing the traditions by the time you grow deep into politics.
Yes, you see, there's what we call passion. Your passion is what drives you. Your passion gives you the conviction that this is doable. So whatever you have passions for, you do, like I said, naturally, you do effortlessly, you do seamlessly. I am very passionate about what I'm doing. And there is not, I'm a very busy person, as a matter of fact. You and I know I'm the managing director of Monaco Ventures Nigeria Limited. And we have, a whole lot of activities, around me. But I still find time to do what I'm doing. That goes to, testify that, yes, I love what I am doing. So if I love what I'm doing, there's no way I will, lower the bar. Instead, I'll raise the bar. Even if I have, a position of authority, I won't stop what I'm doing. In fact, that will even give me a platform, to do more and also raise people who will join in the crusade. That's the truth. So nothing can deter me, nothing can stop me, nothing can discourage me. Instead, I'm inspired by the day,
All right, sir. What about your Onukokome radio program? Onukokome Ika language academy. Is it still on?
Yes.
The
First
Onukokome
of
radio
all,
program is still on. Mm.
Very on, very on. First of all, we there was a reason why we started it. Some years back, I came to Abo, and I went to visit an uncle, and I saw my uncle's daughter. She had a daughter too, and I said, "Oh, what's your name? Fine." And my cousin said, "No, she doesn't understand them, our language. Speak English for her." And I got very disturbed. I said, "How can you? You are from Abo. Your husband is from Abo. You people live in Abo, and you had the infantry to tell me that your daughter cannot speak our language. Who does that?" You see, I'm very envious of the Indians, the Chinese, the Yorubas, the Igbos try, the Hausas. What do they do? They continue, to teach and speak their language. I'm giving you a background. Now, when I got to Abuja, I called some of my friends. I said, "See, our language is going down." Not forgetting the fact that UNESCO, an arm of United Nations, said that in the year 2030, a lot of African languages are going to go into extinction. And we said, if that is the case, and seeing what is going on, we don't want our language to go extinct. And then we decided that, okay, we needed to start, a radio crusade, an advocacy, to continue to propagate our language, culture, and tradition. Sometime in 2013, 2014, we had to raise money, four of us, and we registered with Bronze FM in Benin. We were driving every weekend from Abuja to Benin to air the program. And why did we choose Benin? So that our people, can be beneficiaries, because the radio stations in Abuja will not be able to air our program to the extent that our people will have, will benefit from it. But Bronze FM, they transmit to Abo, even onto Asaba. So we're coming until at a point when the road became bad, the issue of insecurity and all of that. We now decided, okay, what do we do? Every Sunday in Repa, Abuja, we have our radio program called Onukokome, where we speak, impeccable, very fluent Ika language for 30 good minutes. No come, no and. So, and we've been doing it and enjoying it too. And our people are benefiting. However, every year, once it's long holidays, we bring all our children in Abuja and teach them the Ika language. And till today, they are still testifying that there is no other, association that has been able to do this. It's just the Onukokome crew. And we're happy with what we are doing, really.
Say four of us. Who are the four of us? Behind the
Well, at the
Onukokome
time
stuff.
when we, yes, at the time when we started it, myself, Onye Makono Ogbe, who works with the CBN, Felice Effa, who, of course, at that time worked at Zenith Bank, and Pastor Bienose, who is a journalist. Four of us started it at that time.
Effort. Has the effort paid off?
Yes, very well, very well. The good thing is that our children are opportune to learn the language and also speak it. There are our elders who hitherto couldn't, make a simple proverb in a language, but today they are trying. So the effort, and also as we, address our people, we point out some of the ills of society and encourage people to shun those ills of society. So by our estimation, we are sure it is helping out to build a better nation.
As a security consultant with vast experience in security, how are you trying to support the security against insecurity in the federal constituency? How is your office?
Well, Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Are you now?
Mr. Kamagule, I'm back online. My network had a glitch. So we had to, wait for the network to come back.
Happy to be back. For our audience, we're sorry
Thank you very much.
for that
Can you
short
hear
break.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you very clearly. Happy to have you back.
Okay.
Happy to have
Thank
you
you
back.
very much.
For our audience, we're sorry for that short
Thank
break.
you very much indeed.
So, you still remember the question? You still remember my question?
Yes, I think I've dealt with the question you asked me. I think I've
No,
dealt with that question before we went offline.
there's a question that, as a security consultant, what impact are you making in the fight against security in the Ika Federal Constituency?
Okay, like I was trying to explain, you are aware, of course, your team have covered several of our programs where I had to train and also retrain the vigilante groups in Ikafra constituency. And that has given them an insight on how to go about, safeguarding the federal constituency. It has impacted positively on our, security in Eka land as a whole. So a lot of things we have done, and once in a while when I come home, I have interactions with these people and give them tips on how to, carry on their responsibilities. I think we are good. We are doing well, and that has, to a very large extent, helped to stem the tide of insecurity, in the Federal constituency. So we are doing well, as a matter of fact.
You're sustaining the effort of regular training and discussion with local vigilantes back home. You're doing
Yeah.
that? Okay.
Yes, correct.
Okay, yeah. You actually have initiated things that are different here. We also have, outside your security, coming to train security vigilantes here, also have your foundation, Monye Ehiwuogwu Lucky Foundation. Where is that foundation founded, and what has that foundation really done for humanity?
Yes. I didn't get that question, please.
You are the president and founder of Monye Lucky Ehiwuogwu Foundation.
That's correct.
Yeah, since inception, what has that foundation done for humanity, particularly people at the grassroots?
Okay. One of those things that we have done using the foundation that we are back now. Okay. Like I was saying, there are a whole lot of things we are doing on the stead of, Monye Ehiwuogwu Lucky Foundation. First of all, that foundation was built, on the philosophy that we need. First of all, we have a lot of widows for the foundation. Use the foundation to set up, part positively on our young orphans. and also help, you know, propagate and advocate um, our language and our culture. So we are doing a whole lot of things. We have set up, we have been paying school fees. We have set up, widows and what have you. So we are doing very, very well, and we hope to do more because there's no end to what.
Are you true? Hello.
Yes, please. I'm with
Okay.
you. Can you hear
Can
me?
you tell us? Yeah, yeah. Can you tell us more about the foundation has done and is still doing? What about in the area of indecent dressing, drug abuse, and all of that? Is your foundation addressing that? Is your
Crusader.
foundation is your foundation addressing the challenges of drug abuse
Yes,
and indecent dressing?
exactly. Like I said, I'm a social crusader, and I
Mm.
believe that we can use the platform of, we can use the platform of Monye Ehiwuogwu Foundation, you know, to ensure that you know we how do I put it, that we discourage our people from those misnomer, that those bad ideas that they have, particularly in indecent dressing. You have watched several of my videos where I address the youth on indecent dressing, whether they are male or they are female, because nowadays you see boys plaiting their hair and wearing earring and also sagging. Somebody will wear a dirty pant and will be sagging, the whole world will be seeing what you are wearing inside. It is called inner wear, not an outer wear. You know, you see our guests going unclad. You see, before when we were growing up, hardly can you see the laps of a woman. But that is very common now. You know, if you want to see lapses, just take your seat, sit outside your house, you see all manner of things. You see our children abusing drugs, smoking Indian hemp, taking all manner of drugs, and that has not helped them in any way. A lot of them are suffering, a lot of them are dying, and that is why we will continue to use Monye Ehiwuogwu Foundation as a platform, to discourage some of these ills of society.
Sir, you are aware that today a children in diaspora today had a campaign rally against creating awareness against use of illicit drugs, drug abuse, also indecent dressing. Is your foundation collaborating with all these groups to ensure that the fight against drug abuse and indecent dressing is defeated? Sorry, it's achieved. Yes, the request to reduce this or address the challenge of indecent dressing, drug abuse is achieved. Is your foundation working with all these other groups to achieve a better result? I can't hear you. Hello? Can you hear me? I can't hear your voice. Hello? Hello? Mr. Lucky, I can't hear you here. Your network is having challenge.
Yeah, I really have a network glitch. I don't know what is going on, but I think we are
So,
back now.
so your foundation, how much is your foundation working with other, synergizing with other groups to ensure
Okay,
that
like
the
I was trying to say, there are a lot of
still having a challenge?
things we are doing with don't go work with I can't okay, like I was saying, there are a lot of things that Monye Ehiwuogwu Foundation is doing to synergize with other foundations and also um, civil society groups to ensure that we continue to, tackle the menace of society, particularly indecent dressing and drug abuse, and the indecent lifestyles of our young, people. Um, there are a lot of things that we are doing in terms of advocacy that we're doing together. So I strongly believe that with this, we're making impact. We are catching them young and also discouraging some of those bad attitude of our young population.
Okay, in addressing this, what do you think are the major causes of these challenges? Because without knowing the causes, you can really not address the challenges. So, what do you think is
Okay,
really
what
causing us?
okay, one of the causes really is actually poor parenting. Poor parenting. Parents no longer have time for their children or caregivers, particularly at a very or young age of the children. There are a lot of things that you cannot leave the responsibility of the parents, to the teachers. Teachers have what they should do, and parents, of course, have what they should do. So our parents need to be up and doing to bring up their child in the way it should be. Remember, the scripture says, bring up a child in the way he should grow, and when he grows, he will not depart from it. The second thing is that there's this quest for money, to the extent that you see a child at the age of 10, 11, he knows all the names of the big cars. He wants to dress in designer clothes and he wants to wear designer shoes and also designer perfumes. So this gets rich quick syndrome is really affecting, our society today. We are losing our values. More so, the government is not helping matters because in other climes, government make provisions for, our young population. But in the case of Nigeria, is very different. Everything is left, or it's all man to themselves, which is not really helping matters. So these are some of the causes that are actually affecting, or causing this, menace in the society. Thank you.
Okay, is your foundation really has it been encouraged in any way, either from government or individuals or communities, on the need for you to sustain your efforts in the fight against indecent
Okay.
dressing,
The
drug abuse?
The encouragement that we have actually gotten is just thank you, kudos, you are doing well. And that is a motivating factor for us. In terms of Naira and Kobo, no, we are carrying on ourselves. Um, I'm raising money to continue to run the foundation. So far, so good. We have not gotten any subvention for either from government or from any group. We have been the one carrying our cross. And we are not tired because we are happy doing what we are doing.
And do you see yourselves doing that, achieving that result at the end, achieving a positive result?
Of course, we are achieving results even now, and we will achieve better results even in the future. So the future is very bright for Monye Ehiwuogwu Lucky Foundation, and we are believing God that as time passes, as time progresses, we will do more and achieve more.
Okay, there's this going trend in Nigeria, Japa. So what's your take on that? People living in the country.
Well, the Jackpot syndrome, those who are jackparing, so to speak, I will not berate them. I will not cast aspersions on them. It is because of the situation in the country. Naturally, nobody wants to leave their comfort zone to go to another man's land to become a second class citizen. But there's so much prayer that you can imagine somebody graduating after 5, 6 years, no job. It's frustrating. Graduate, you're going to give them money, you're going to clothe and feed them. So instead people prefer, oh, let me go away and see if I can make a better living, what to call greener pastures. So I do not blame them until government reinvents herself, until government see that her young population is a tool for development. We'll continue to see what we are seeing, the exodus that we are seeing out of our country.
Government is here to act. I think those that are still Japa are still. Don't you have a word for all of them? Everybody living at home. Who do they think will make it good or better? Don't you have a word for those? No,
Well,
why you don't blame them?
I wouldn't blame them because you need to survive first before you make anything good. Before you contribute to your own quarter, you must survive first. So where you are finding it very difficult to survive, is it when you die that you can now add to development? However, you will agree with me that the um, direct foreign investment come from a lot of our sons and brothers and daughters, in the diaspora. They are bringing a lot of money into this country. So I think they are doing well. So if that is what it is, then so be it. But our government need to look inwards. Where government don't care when people are, migrating to other countries, it does not take good of your country, it does not take good of your government.
Okay, you also have I know you you have an experience in management. You see Nigerians getting out. Hmm? Do you understand my question?
I didn't get you. I didn't get you.
You also have knowledge in management. So
Yes.
do you see Nigerians getting out of these challenges at the moment? Getting out of these economic challenges at the moment? Or is it going to remain like this?
Every country at some point have their challenges, and Nigeria is operating under the world economy. Nigeria is not insulated. Nigeria is not isolated from the world economy. If that is the case, we will at some point face our own challenge. But the good news is that we are believing that with time, we must have learned our lessons, because it's a learning curve. Then we need to rejig ourselves and come out a better nation. We have seen nations of the world in the past who were even worse off than what we are facing today, but they came out better and stronger. So Nigeria will rise again. There's a renewed hope for Nigeria. For Nigeria, Nigeria will bounce back again. Nigeria will become a better country in the future. That is what I see. There's no pessimism. We need to continue to be optimistic.
All right, with the present administration at that level, do you think this your prayer will work? With the present.
Well, every government have their tactics. The new administration is less than 6 months old. and by my estimation, they are still trying to find their footings and also trying to plug all the holes. However, there are lots more to be done, but I believe with the passage of time, they will get it right. With this government, I want to strongly believe that the president of our country means well for this country, and if that is the case, you can see, um, you know, how he's trying to, go abroad and encourage investment into Nigeria, and you can also see, the level of the caliber of persons he's plugging into the various positions. I believe with these persons, we'll surely get there someday.
Is that the main way you're talking about?
Sorry?
Having experienced persons, is that the main way you're talking about? You say the president has mentioned main way for the Nigerians.
No, I said the president means well for Nigeria.
In what area? In what area?
And that is why he's making all the, it means well for Nigeria. And that's why he's making all the efforts to ensure that Nigeria bounces back. You will agree with me that, for instance, the removal of fuel subsidy was long overdue. The corruption that has gone down, the subsidy regime over the years is enough to build any nation. But the president, meaning well for Nigeria, discover this quantum corruption and decided that enough is enough, that Nigeria need to do away with fuel subsidy. Yes, Nigeria may be groaning from this decision, but Nigeria will certainly come out better in the future.
So there's hope for a better Nigeria.
There's hope for a better Nigeria. Nigeria will be great again.
So what's the word for Nigerians now? We need to keep hoping.
Yes, we need to keep hoping. We need to keep, praying for our leaders. For God to raise for us God-fearing leaders who will have the interest of the people at heart.
Okay, we've been calling God on our own part. Are you not? Or can we say, is it God really? Has God not really answered our prayers? Are we not the challenges or the problem of the challenges we're passing through? So, your word to Nigerians
I strongly believe that. I believe that there's a man up there who stirs the affairs of men. Yes, we'll do the one that we will have to do as human beings, but ultimately God has, will always carry the day. He always have his way, So that is why there's what I call the G factor, the God factor in everything I do. Yes, you can make all the efforts, but God can also crown your effort. So that is why I called God in. There are a lot of things God can do for us. As a matter of fact, if not for God, maybe Nigeria wouldn't have been Nigeria today. But God has, a way of, navigating, helping us navigate through our sufferings and our challenges.
God factor. Are you sure God has not navigated that? We are the problems because we are deep in corruption, deep in being prepared to eat when we have not worked. Are you sure God has not answered our prayers?
Well, I wouldn't know the mind of God, so I can't say God has not answered our prayers, but I know He's the one who will oversee the affairs of men.
God is still going to do it in Nigeria. You still have that to believe. Even when God has done it, you still have to believe that
Nigeria will be great again. Nigeria will be great again. We are going through the process of learning, so Nigeria will be great again.
Okay, Monye, you're also Eritrean. We're running up. Your Rotary, in what area now are they also helping to build a better Nigeria?
Okay, first of all, you agree with me that Rotary is the only non-governmental organization that is on the board of United Nations, and Rotary has been doing good to the world. it may also interest you to know that Rotary has been in the forefront of fighting, polio, to the extent that today Nigeria is no longer, polio endemic. Today in the whole world, we only have Pakistan and Afghanistan that are polio endemic. So, and Rotary, as it were, has been building schools, suing for peace in the world, doing a lot of things to help humanity. And that is why, you know, Rotary has gained world recognition, unlike other, non-governmental organizations.
So Rotary, in terms of Nigeria, you using that Rotary experience now, as Rotary playing that role in Nigeria?
I didn't get your question.
It's Rotary playing that role of building a better Nigeria.
Yes, I just told you now that Rotary was in the forefront of fighting polio. That today Nigeria is no longer polio endemic. So what more can we ask for? Because polio was dealing with our children, particularly from children from the north. But today, all the polio vaccines you've seen, Rotary is paying for them. It's not for free. Rotary is paying and giving it to our children for free. So Rotary is building boreholes across the nation, building classrooms across the nation, and doing advocacy across the nation. So there are a lot Rotary is doing, really.
I'm in the area of leadership, sensitization, fight against corruption, sensitization on good leadership and governance. Is Rotary handling that?
Yes, of course. For instance, the last election, Rotary had her team going around to observe, the election. Even the off-season election, Kogi, Imo, and of course Bayelsa, Rotary sent out her team to monitor those elections. So these are part of the things that we are doing, to ensure that we entrench good governance in our country, Nigeria.
All right, sir. Using this medium now, what else you have to tell our people? What else you have to tell people out there on the need for
my address will first of all go to people in the Kafara constituency. I want to tell them to keeping faith, to believe in themselves and believe in our country, Nigeria, that someday we'll get it right. We are very enterprising people. We are very hospitable people. We are very hardworking people. So let's continue to work hard and also pray that someday Nigeria will be better. And also, this extends to the generality of Nigerians. Let's continue to keep the flag flying. Let's continue to keep hope alive that someday Nigeria will be great again.
Right. I guess tonight, Rotarian Monye Ehiwuogwu, you really done well. You really said or proof that you are one of those that Nigeria needs at this moment. It's a prayer that you will not back out. It's a prayer that you will not leave for abroad. Obviously, be around to help build a better Nigeria.
If I wanted to leave, I would have left long ago.
So you are indeed a blessing to Nigeria, and we wish that you continue to push and advocate more for a better Nigeria.
Thank you.
So once again, you're welcome, sir. Any final word from you? Any final word from you that will wrap up?
Well, the world is going through a lot of challenges now. There are a lot of people who have mental health issues. So let's try and be our brother's keeper. Call your brother, call your sister, call your neighbor, find out how they are doing. Okay, just in case they are not doing well. Because God has created all of us to affect each other positively. So let's be our brother's keeper and watch each other's back. And someday, our country, our world will be better, for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you also for having that vision not only to better Ikafera constituency, but Nigeria at large. Hope to have you again on this platform.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Ekamagule.
To our audience, we appreciate that a part of this interview. God bless you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.